buying shares back to pop that price up to make that stock option. That's why you're not getting paid. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. There's so much bad news out there. Let me give you some good news. The good news is you can retire when you're 65 years of age. You can live the same lifestyle you've come accustomed to, but you're going to have to make a change. And what's that change? To get rid of your 401k. It's a scam. It doesn't work. We've never seen more people pulling their money out of 401ks than right now. $40 billion just in this last few quarters because they know it doesn't work. So they're taking their money and stuffing it in the mattress. That's not what to do. Look, it's not about the money you put away. It's about how you invest that money. And clearly 401ks don't work. But it does work here at Phil's Gang. philsgang.com, where we just got a return of over 35% in copper.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k. They take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything will be taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, we come in the morning, we have what we call coffee talk, but we just don't sit around and throw the bull. or joke or laugh. Our coffee talk is serious. Every morning before you start out investing, we have an intense discussion on what is going on and where we should be investing. Because it's all about not the money, but where you're putting that money. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and enjoy the best coffee in town.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
I am always telling you that the stock market is a forecasting machine. And my rule of thumb is that stocks generally foresee the future by about 3 to 6 months.
You know, a lot of times when I was short at my hedge fund and I was positioned short, meaning I needed it down, I would create a level of activity beforehand that could drive the futures. It doesn't take much money. I encourage anyone who's in the hedge fund to do it because it's legal, right? And it's a very quick way to make money and very satisfying.
Unbelievable. Welcome back to Phil's Gang, coast to coast, from the country off the Wall Street Radio Network. It amazes me how Wall Street isn't amazing, just like this cartel, banking cartel. What a bunch of phonies. I mean, here he is. He's telling people, this is Kramer, right? How the stock market forecasts the future. No, he creates the future by rigging the market. He forgets he said that. It's unbelievable. That's why we use charts, because you can't trust these people. Boy, a lot going on. The market today is down 160 points. And you asked my gang, I told them that this last rally, this fake rally, this illusion that they put together, they interfered into the cycle of the market. They stopped the market cycle, and they tried to boost the market up to break out to all-time new highs. I mean, there's just no way, okay, that's going to happen because the market's going up for the wrong reasons. If you're going to take a cycle and the market's on its way back down in a normal cycle, and you're going to break that cycle and try to push it up, make new highs, you need revenues. You need revenues growth. You need earnings growth. You need margin growth. You need something. You just can't take 38,000 jobs, and just put a fake number in so that the dollar drops, so it drives the stocks up. By the way, you remember what I told you the other day? That I said that yesterday? Here, remember what I said to you yesterday about that in the job numbers, why they did it. And it came out to be true. Here's what I said yesterday to you. There was no surprise to me that she financially engineers market, so to help out Hillary, to help out the president, so he can keep his narrative going that he created 14 million jobs, and that's why we're at 4.7% unemployment rate to drop from 10%, which is a total lie. And here is Obama last night.
We've added more than 14 million new jobs and lowered the unemployment rate to under 5%. Through the actions of my administration, we were able to stimulate the economy.
Unbelievable. I told you, didn't I? I told you. See, they knew, or Obama was sweating. He knows that the people in this country, they don't care about this judge. They don't care about anything but how are they going to get paid? How are they going to survive? How are they going to take care of their family? And when they do a poll, over 70% say they look for Trump to take us out of this mess that Obama got us in. So he knows if Trump wins, and he can win on this, all these mistakes he's making, he can still win. And he can fix the economy. And that is why Obama is out there campaigning. He's really campaigning for his legacy. He's not really campaigning for Hillary. Yes, she is. Of course she is, because she needs him and vice versa. But I'm telling you, this whole deal to get this 4.7% rate. It was all rigged. It was all rigged. And I told you, I said, they're smart enough to know that nobody's going to remember the 38,000 jobs. When we had the 200,000 jobs, 215,000 jobs for a year now, that's been the average. Then this 1 month, 38,000. I told you, they're scared. He is so scared, Obama, that within 1 year, if Trump is president, is going to unwind his legacy. No question about it. And they're going to throw out Obamacare. And this is why you're going to see him out there campaigning harder than Hillary. He's campaigning for his legacy. He can't let Trump get elected. And that's why they're taking this thing and going overboard with this racist comment he made, which is not a racist comment. We went through that the other day. When you understand the situation, it's not a racist comment. So it's interesting how finally, exactly what I said, why they did it, it's happening. Because that narrative, that 14 million jobs, I created 14 million jobs, and that is the reason why we have this market and why we have this unemployment rate of 4.7%. No, it's not. And everybody knows that. Everybody knows the unemployment rate is at 4.7%, not because of the numbers, okay, of the jobs created, but the increase in the number of employed who stop looking for a job. Isn't that amazing? What kind of administration is this guy running? His whole goal was to keep dropping the unemployment rate from 10% down to 4.7%, not by creating jobs, but by taking the 100 million unemployed and convincing them to stop looking for jobs so the unemployment rate would drop. Isn't that pathetic? We have 100 million people unemployed in this country, and he is figuring incentives, welfare incentives, every day. What incentive can I give people to make sure they don't go back to work so the unemployment rate drops? So every month, the labor participation rate drops. What kind of this is crazy. That's why we're in such trouble. Not only do we have a fake unemployment rate, we have a fake inflation rate, fake economic GDP, fake money, fake jobs, fake prices, fake income growth, fake financial stability, and fake stock market rally, and a fake recovery, a fake economy, and a fake president. A good economy comes from savings. It comes from business spending and good, meaningful jobs, hard work, and most important, productivity. You need capital investment so you can purchase machinery and land and equipment and build buildings and construct new facilities. Economic growth comes from productivity, and when government gets too big, where Congress keeps spending and borrowing, that not only takes the incentive out of investing, but it takes your economy and it begins to shrink. And these politicians, these congressmen, keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and borrowing, and they go to the cartel to borrow the money, and the cartel owns them. And the cartel will put in laws that benefits them, the bankers on Wall Street, not you and me. And Hillary's going to fix this when she receives millions and millions of dollars from the banksters, from the cartel? This is crazy what's going on. This is nuts. So today, we're starting to see this the market starting to crack again. She's doing everything she can to keep this market up for Hillary, and not so much for Hillary again, so that Obama can go around and say, look at the great economy, look at the stock market. I did this. I created these 14 million jobs, and that's why we went from 10% down to 4.7%. Everything's always a lie. And the biggest lie is this banking cartel, which is killing this. It's killing us. It's killing our kids, our grandchildren. It's just terrible what's going on. We'll be right back after this break. Join the gang. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG, and learn how to buy stocks using charts.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande at philsgang.com. The 401k big lie. They tell you invest $10,000 a year for 30 years, compounded at 6% annually. You will have a grand total of $245,000 to retire. That is not true. That is not the truth. What they don't tell you is the hidden fees. There's 27 hidden fees in your 401k. When you're all done, you lose half of what you put aside for your retirement. That's right, half. And another thing, you're not allowed to do individual stocks in a mutual fund. And you're not allowed to make money when stocks go down. That's ridiculous. Would you buy a car with just forward and no reverse? Why would you ever be in a fund that you can't make money when the stock market goes down? Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Phil Grande is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grande has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Wouldn't you love to be a business owner without ever having to show up at work? Imagine if you could sit back, watch your company grow, and collect the dividends. Now, this situation might sound like a pipe dream, but is closer to reality than you think with Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Phil teaches you the basics of stock trading and investing. For only $49.95 a month, you have complete access to all Phil's Gang material, plus Phil's daily live trading class where you'll learn how to invest in stocks. And Phil will tell you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any other location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grande has been helping people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies for over 15 years. Wouldn't you love to be a business owner? Wouldn't you love to take full control of your financial future? With Phil's Gang, you can. Simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to what Fisher said, the former Fed governor.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish the wealth effect.
That's right. Did you hear that? They took the stock market, front-loaded it, ran at 200%, so we ended up not only with a fake stock market, but fake GDP, fake money, fake jobs, fake prices, fake everything. But we took advantage of that, and we're going to take advantage again. That's why I told my gang in May to short the market. On 5/29, that's May 29th, I'm telling you to short the stock market. And we were right. And the market went down over 11%. That's why you got to join my gang and learn how to short stocks just as much as buying them. Learn how to short with me, Phil Grande at philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang.
Phil's Gang is...
And once again, the market is down 153 points. So the market is selling off, and in spite of the efforts of Aunt B to artificially push this market to all-time new highs. Let's go to our stock corner. Let's make some money.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
And it's also brought to you by Walter's Way, a wonderful book. Author Walter Scheer, an award-winning author, 2016 Silver Action Business Book Award. And all the proceeds of this book, remember, goes to the Barrett and Walter Scheer Foundation and St. Jude. So it's a wonderful opportunity to participate in the Barrett and Walter Scheer Foundation and St. Jude. Just go to my site, philsgang.com, and you can pick up a copy of this book. And you're going to love the book, and I'll tell you, you're going to love the author. What an incredible man he is. And if you're an entrepreneur, you've got to have this book. It'll just fire you up. And if you want to be an entrepreneur, that's what you've been thinking about, this is the book. This is the Bible. This book is the Bible for entrepreneurs. Okay, again, Walter's Way. All right, so here we are. As I said, he finally admitted last night the reason why he created this 38,000 jobs. It seemed awful strange to me when you have 215,000 jobs every month for over a year. The 1 month is 38,000. Seemed very strange. Then we figured it out. It worked out that he's going to be out there, he's going to be on the stump. He's going to be out there trying to save his legacy. So he needed to be able to put his little narrative together. I created 14 million jobs. That's how we got to 4.5% unemployment from 10%. Aren't I a great guy? You better elect Hillary here because she's going to take all my policies. Well, there's those policies that have killed us. Those policies have killed us. The extend and pretend policies. They've caused a fake economic growth. They've caused fake money. They caused fake jobs, fake prices. It's just incredible. And it's destroying our country. The economy is adding 6 times the amount of bartenders and waitresses. And it's good paying jobs. Can you imagine? This economy is adding 6 times the amount of bartenders and waitresses. They are good paying manufacturing, construction, and mining jobs. He's killing mining jobs. And where's the proof? Just look at the S&P. Just 6% of the 28 S&P 500 companies are making 50% of all the profits. Then go to the NASDAQ. Go to the NASDAQ. About 5 companies at the NASDAQ. 5. 5 NASDAQ companies are contributing half of all the profits. 5 companies. This is crazy. This is not a good economy. Then we got the entitlements. They're crowding out capital investments. That crowds out productivity. And it crowds out our standard of living. This is unbelievable. Remember, economic growth is created over a long run by a good labor force, which has the incentive to work and to produce, and by entrepreneurs who have the incentive to invest. Government, on the other hand, is spending like crazy. And it's killed our economic growth. It's the politicians. They want to stimulate growth by borrowing and spending. Soon they're spending more than the tax revenues are coming in. Then they're causing our deficits that increase our national debt. Then they raise our taxes. This is nuts. Let's go to some stocks. Oil. Now, what is going on in the market right now? We should get a correction. Okay, and we should get about a 5 or 10% correction within I would say within a week here. This is an opportunity for you, because when we pull back, I'll guarantee you they'll end up doing another QE. There's no question about it. They have no choice. Obama and Hillary can't be out campaigning with a stock market correcting 20%. Can't. Impossible. So they're going to have to do a QE. So I want you to share with my gang. I want you to join my gang. I'm reaching out to you. And I'm saying, look, when this market corrects 10, 20, 30%, and then they come in and do quantitative easing that pushes up another 100% to get to November, another 50% to get to November, the market, which they're going to do. I want you to be able to create wealth both ways. On the way down, on the way up. No more fear of stock market crash. That's what I promise you, you'll have that. You won't have any fear. Because you can see what's going on. It's not like you got to run to a stockbroker or go to a planner. Gee, what's going on with the market? What's going on with the market? You don't have to tell them. Matter of fact, you could call him and tell him what's going on with the market. Call your planner, tell your planner what's going on in the market. Go into an office, a brokerage office, and take a look at their computer screen. What do you see on there? It's either porno, or it's a schedule, or it's a list of cold calls. You think they're sitting in there and really managing your money? Are you nuts? No money is managed unless you have over $1 million. Then they pay attention to you. You don't need to have all this expertise to make money in the stock market, because see, they actually made it easier. Because think about it. When they took away where we used to go and say, all right, let's buy these wonderful companies that the management has failed, these companies, and the company stock has created. Let's go and buy these companies. They'll be bringing in new management, and we'll hold on to stock for about 5 to 10 years, and then we'll sell our stock. Those days are gone. You haven't got to know anything. You haven't got to know anything about companies anymore. You just got to know what stock are they putting the money in, and it's always a handful of them. We'll be right back. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Call now.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k, they take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it, and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When was the last time you've gotten a raise? Been a long time. When was the last time you got overtime? That's been a long time. Sure, why? What people don't realize is we got two components out there that is killing your standard of living. Free money provided to CEOs from the Federal Reserve, and then the way the CEO is being compensated. CEOs are not compensated on performance anymore. CEOs are compensated on stock options. That's how they make most of their money. So as long as the Federal Reserve will give them money free, they're going to focus on the CEO buying shares back to pop that price up to make that stock option. That's why you're not getting paid. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, it's been 7 years now since Obama ordered his Fed chairman to lower the savings rate from 5% to less than 0.25%. With the false narrative, it would spur economic growth and jobs. Everyone would have an opportunity in this economy. That's what he said. But what it spurred was a front-loading of the biggest, fake, unsustainable stock market rally of 200%. That's what it spurred. Now, most people did not participate in that rally, because people got out of their 401k in 2009. And they said, just get me out. I want nothing but fixed income. And they got killed, because with low interest rates, fixed incomes get murdered. You got to know what you're doing. If you're going to really retire, you got to be associated with the stock market. That's why you come to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG.
Crashing into me.
And I can explain the drop that happened in August. I can explain the drop that happened this year in January and February. I have a difficult time understanding why the market has risen as much as it has since then. We have 0.5% GDP. The jobs numbers are terrible. China looks like it's a giant mountain of debt waiting to explode. We have the IMF saying the global economy is slowing down. Corporate earnings are down for 7 quarters in a row. I mean, where's the beef?
That's right. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. That's the point. We can explain why the market went down, why the market went up. Went down 14%, went back up 14%, came back down again, then started to go up. But the last time it went up off the February lows, didn't make any sense. And then, because the fundamentals, the economic fundamentals were worse, coming up off the February, remember, January we had that terrible stock market drop, but we caught it. It's a beautiful thing. We were short because we watched and our indices changed from green to red. I mean, it's color technology, folks. It works. It works. It's very simplistic because, again, you haven't got to worry about what the company's doing or what it makes or anything. You don't have to know about its margins. You don't have to know anything about the management. You don't need any expert advice. Those days are gone because the stock price of a company is disconnected from what it does. The way this market now works, it's all about money, printing money. Give it to the banksters, give it to the hedge funds to go buy stocks. It's no longer a stock market, it's an individual stock. But it's a better opportunity because when you had an honest market, you really need to know the fundamentals of a company. That was quite a task to figure out, sit there at night at home and figure out the financial statements of a company and if you should invest in it or not. So then you hired a broker and then he didn't care about you. It was tough. But they've made it easier. Now there is a crooked stock market where the elitists and where the banking cartel has taken over the market. There is no longer any price discovery. When you used to buy a stock, if I'm going to buy a stock right now, if I'm going to buy AU, a mining stock, you and I would decide if it was worth $16 or not. See, that's the price discovery. We'd make a decision how we make the bids. I bid, you bid, between you and I. We determine the price. Like you go into a store and you see a shirt. You and I determine the value of that shirt. If it's marked up $20, and you come back a week later and it's still sitting there, and a week later it's still sitting there, the store is going to drop the price. Because you and I, when they drop the stock, let's say from the shirt from $20 to $15, that's the price discovery. We finally discovered the price. Why? Because you and I did not buy that shirt. So now they had to lower the price. So we've been taken out of the formula. No more price discovery. It's controlled by the cartel, the banking cartel. They control everything. They decide what stocks are going to go up and what stocks are going to go down. You just got to know what area of stocks to be in. Where is the money flowing? That's what I do. I will tell you, okay, it's gold, it's oil, it's retail, it's healthcare. Then we just take the stock, one of the best named stocks, whether it's Schlumberger or Caterpillar or IBM or Intel, and we just wait. And then, for example, take recently, let's go back to AU. AU, when we first got it turned from red to green, as the institutions were going in. We didn't have anything about AU, didn't know anything about the company. And so it went up 100%. Now, I'm not saying every gang member got all 100%. But the gang members knew when it turned from red to green, and the color technology identifies the institutions are coming. That's all you need to know. And then it turned red. It started to turn red. And then when it turned red, it dropped 13%. But that's okay because now we sold short. See, and that's the thing. You got to get over that fear that when the stock goes down, where you got sweaty palms and your stomach is churning and you think, oh my God, I'm going to lose money. No, those days are gone. Those days are gone now. Because it's all about individual stocks and identifying if money is coming in or money is not. If they're putting money in or taking money out. So there's no longer price discovery. It's just, are the big institutions taking the money out of AU now? Oh, yes, they did. So now we see it's red, and we turn around and we sell short. So easy. And now it just turned green about 3 days ago. I mean, they're putting the money back in. And you just take about 5 stocks. That's it. 5 stocks. Don't look any more than 5 stocks. Take brand stocks, brand names, because that's where the money goes. And all the institutions go to the same stock. They're like cattle. They all go to the same stock. It's not hard if you use the technology. It only takes you a couple minutes a day. It's that simple. So I'm going to reach out to you for St. Jude. Because we need money at St. Jude. And the way we can provide them money is you make money first. So you become a gang member, and if you start doing well and making money, then all I ask you donate money to St. Jude. That's all I ask. It's that simple. I've been doing this for 15 years. But I've never been so excited about a market because it's so easy to identify which way the stock's going to go. It really is, especially with the technology. So what's going on with our economy right now and is ridiculous. Everything's an illusion. Everything's an illusion. Everything's good, they're telling us. Our economy is growing. No, it isn't. And here's the problem. The politicians want to stimulate our growth, not by creating jobs, not by earnings, by revenues. They want to stimulate growth by borrowing and spending. And then they keep spending and spending. They spend more than they tax. And then all of a sudden they raise taxes on us. Then there's a deficit. They can increase our deficits. They increase our national debt. Most people don't even know the difference between a deficit and national debt. They don't know the difference. People also don't understand that the banking cartel is a criminal organization, bigger and more powerful than the mob. They write the legislation that benefits themselves. It's rubber stamped by the Congress because they have to go to the banking cartel to borrow money. You imagine our cartel, our Congress has to go to the banking cartel, the Federal Reserve, to borrow money. So the cartel either prints it or steals it from the Social Security Trust Fund. And what they don't want you to know is 100% of all personal income taxes that the IRS extorts from us, including corporate, Social Security taxes, cigarette taxes, alcohol, tobacco, firearms taxes, all goes to the banking cartel. You thought all those taxes, your personal income taxes, when you wrote the check out, you thought it went to the Treasury Department. No, it doesn't go to the Treasury Department. It goes to the banking cartel, aka Federal Reserve, not to the Treasury. Isn't this amazing? And here's something else you don't know. The money that they extort from us does not fund a single function of the government. You think you're sending in your income tax and it's going in to fund a function of the government. It doesn't. It doesn't. You know who keeps the money? You know where the money goes? It stays with the banking cartel. Isn't that incredible? We'll be right back and tell you more. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and philsgang.com helps folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $49.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated, so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Wouldn't you love to be a business owner without ever having to show up at work? Imagine if you could sit back, watch your company grow, and collect the dividends. Now, this situation might sound like a pipe dream, but is closer to reality than you think with Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Phil teaches you the basics of stock trading and investing. For only $49.95 a month, you have complete access to all Phil's Gang material, plus Phil's daily live trading class where you'll learn how to invest in stocks. And Phil will tell you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any other location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grande has been helping people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies for over 15 years. Wouldn't you love to be a business owner? Wouldn't you love to take full control of your financial future? With Phil's Gang, you can. Simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande at philsgang.com. The 401k big lie. They tell you invest $10,000 a year for 30 years, compounded at 6% annually. You will have a grand total of $245,000 to retire. That is not true. That is not the truth. What they don't tell you is the hidden fees. There's 27 hidden fees in your 401k. When you're all done, you lose half of what you put aside for your retirement. That's right, half. And another thing, you're not allowed to do individual stocks in a mutual fund. And you're not allowed to make money when stocks go down. That's ridiculous. Would you buy a car with just forward and no reverse? Why would you ever be in a fund that you can't make money when the stock market goes down? Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG.
My view, the reason yields are so low in the U.S. and around the world is we have global stagnation, virtual global recession. That's point number one. And we have virtually no inflation.
All a lie. The reason why yields are low, our yields now in the 10-year Treasury have been dropping dramatically. Why? Because the banking cartel has on B print money and go out and purchase all the 10-year treasuries she can. So then the yield drops. And as that yield drops, then the folks in bonds run out of the bonds, especially countries like Saudi Arabia buy a lot of our bonds, China, and they go into the stock market. So it's artificially, but yields are going down artificially because they keep on purchasing and purchasing. When we go to QE in about another month, they'll start purchasing $80 billion a month to really make sure people don't go into the bond market. But here's the thing. All of us have to retire. You're not going to create value. You're not going to create wealth working with a 401k. I can tell you that right now. Your fees kill you. But there is an alternative. And you know, when I tell you about green technology, color technology rather, that's what we have. And it's just very simple. Oil, when it turned from red to green, up 35%. Rig, another oil sector stock, oil rig, up 24%. It turned from red to green. Then the gang knew when to invest. Diamond Offshore, more oil. Remember all the oil came down, everybody was all upset? Well, we knew exactly when to get in because it turned from red to green. It's the same institutions that buy all the same stocks. So much easier than it was years ago. You really had to study the stocks. You had to understand the companies. You don't have to understand anything. If you can understand colors, you can do this. Try it for a month, but don't do it anymore. Invest $49.95 in yourself. 877-600-GANG. Call now. Alex will talk to you. Steve will talk to you, and they'll guide you along. And there's no organization teaching format like ours. It gives the service. I mean, we give tremendous service. Every one of our gang members is important to us. And if there's a reason you're not making money and you're making a mistake, we're there to support you. And again, all we ask, if we help you, to help St. Jude. Okay. So let's talk about, again, people don't realize that this Federal Reserve, we have to get rid of it. And Trump's the only one that can do that. Hillary won't do it. Sanders won't do it. We got to kill it. We got to crush it. It's a criminal operation. And again, 100% of all our personal income taxes that's extorted from us, including corporate tax, all the other taxes, they go to the banking cartel, to the Federal Reserve, not to the Treasury like you think. Can you imagine that? And then what happens is that Congress keeps on spending and spending and spending, and they keep going to the banking cartel, to the Federal Reserve, to borrow the money. And then they spend more than they collect from us, the banking cartel. And here's how it works. A deficit, right? Let's say the IRS collects, remember the IRS is collector for the banking cartel. They collect for the banking cartel, this private company, this cartel of criminals. So a deficit is when the IRS collects for the banking cartel, let's say $1 billion in tax revenues. But the Congress and the president spend $1.7 trillion on their favorite welfare program to get votes, get reelected. That creates a shortfall of $700 billion, right? Shortfall. This is called a deficit. And the deficit is created by Congress and the president spending more than they collect in taxes. Pretty stupid. But here's the catch. Congress knows they can call Aunt B anytime, the head of the banking cartel, the criminal organization, who then either prints the $700 billion and lends it to Congress, which in essence is borrowing from our children and grandchildren's futures. And then the $700 billion debt is transferred then to the Treasury. So see, your money doesn't go to the Treasury. Your tax money doesn't go to the Treasury. It goes to a criminal operation. And the criminal operation, the banksters, own Congress. Why do you think 39 times they tried to abolish the Federal Reserve? They can't. They can't get enough votes. How can you get? Would you vote against your banker? And so what happens, that's a $700 debt. That's just one. It's transferred to Treasury. And it gets piled on top of the existing national debt. There's no surpluses. There's no way we can get this. Anyone that tells you that we can drive this debt down, it's not true. You can't. There's no surpluses. So this is how the magical money printing machine works. The banking cartel, the criminal enterprise, steals money from Social Security Trust, or they print it to lend to the cartel. And because Congress spends and spends and spends, they need to keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing from the banking cartel. And the banking cartel, the banksters, they love it because now they really got every congressman by the wahoos. No wonder when the members of our Congress, when Jamie Dimon and Lloyd Blankfein from Goldman Sachs and all the other banksters appeared for them in Congress to quiz them about their role in the financial meltdown, to quiz them about their crimes. No wonder they showed them so much respect and handled them with kid gloves. No wonder the Department of Justice did not arrest any of them. They own everybody. Think about it. This private company of banksters, gangsters, own every individual congressman. They own Hillary Clinton. The 5 largest banks, J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citi, Wells Fargo, are 80% bigger now than in 2008 and own assets equivalent to 2/3 of our GDP, or $9 trillion. And they issue now more than half of all the mortgages in this country and 3/4 of all the credit cards. Are you nuts? And Congress, as they keep spending, and every time they spend more than they take in, they have to go on their knees to the banks, the Wall Street banks. Think about this. Our Congress have to go to their knees and beg the bankers to give us money. And then the bankers said, oh, we'll give you the money, but would you just sign this legislation here that my secretary drew up for me this afternoon? This is why we are in such trouble. Can you imagine? The Congress has no choice but to approve whatever banksters give them for legislation. And worse, these banksters order the banking cartel, these banksters, they send billions upon billions of dollars unconstitutionally to foreign governments, our enemies, many of them. Many of our enemies. And they fund them. They fund terrorist groups. Isn't this amazing? And here's the other thing they do. Billions of dollars they send to not only the foreign governments and our enemies, but to colleges and universities, which in turn sell their research to the highest bidder, paid for by the sweat off the back of the little guy out in Indiana or Boston. And the banking cartel, they don't return any of that money back to the little guy who funded these studies and the research programs. And it places our children and grandchildren, our babies, in this state of this unpayable massive debt. This is why you need Trump. This is why you need to join my gang. Because if you think you're going to go in and invest your money and give it in a 401k and, oh, you're going to get rich and you're going to create wealth, no, you're not. You're going to create wealth one stock at a time. And we have a color technology that works. Here's the number. Call now, 877-600-GANG. Steve will talk with you. Alex will talk to you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on the charts. Join my gang.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, Phil